Hey guys, Joshua David here. I just wanted to come on today to explain a few things. Um, Originally, I wanted to put a new channel on because I was getting a couple strikes on this channel for telling the truth. And I was going to call it End Times Headlines. And, you know, I was going to bring you guys headlines um, pertaining to Bible prophecy. And I really at first wanted to build a new channel just in case this one backed up and had the idea for End Times Headlines. When I made this channel, I had only in my mind to help people understand where we're at in Bible prophecy and we see all the lies and stuff, and I wanted to explain as much as I could truth. Um, and it's got me this far. But I just had to come on and tell you guys that the Lord has been leading me in a different direction. Um, First of all, there's a dear brother who follows this channel who has offered to build a website for the new channel. And what a blessing that is. I mean, he didn't only just do that, he went above and beyond. He made videos so I can handle this website. He just is such a blessing. And it's not going to be for that new channel. It is going to be for a channel, but not just for that. He did such a good job that he's really inspired a few things. Not only that, talking with the Lord has led me in a direction that I think is going to benefit people. So, where I'm headed, like for one thing, End Times Headlines is actually someone else has End Times Headlines, and they do quite well. And I didn't know that at first, and that's not the only reason why, but it is one of them. But the Lord has been leading me in a direction locally, and what I mean by that is my whole life I have always wanted to do something in my life that benefits people inside my town. And I say that because, I'd look at different government programs helping out homeless or drug addicted people, and they were very limited in what they did. And there is also churches and ministries who have actually helped societies, like churches will now help Salvation Army, or they'll do ministries elsewhere in the world and stuff like that. But I see it every day. I see there's a real pandemic in my town, and I'm sure in your town as well. Fentanyl is huge, and it's affecting a lot of people. Now, before I go any farther in that, I want to explain to you, and if you've been watching my videos from the start, you'll understand that I used to be addicted to drugs. Not fentanyl. I used to be addicted to drugs and alcohol, like just anything. It was a huge part of my life. And the Lord has saved me from that. And if you want to know the truth about being born again, I am like such a living testimony to that, because I couldn't even fathom going back to my old life. And I want people starting in this town to understand that they can have that too. Now, for this website, I don't know the name of it yet, but my wife is now involved and she wants to do this too. What we want to do is help out local drug addicted people, or single mothers locally, or people with depression locally. Basically, have a ministry, an actual ministry that will go help out people who are actually in need and who are, really suffering from addiction. And anyone that really what we're trying to do is fill a gap where government programs don't help out in certain ways. And I have a big family. I have 5 children. I've talked with them about it. Not all of them, because I have a couple of younger ones. But they're so gung-ho for this. And it's just, the Lord has led us to the simple fact that we need to do something in our lives that is going to make an impact. Now, End Times Headlines was a good plan. But I have to admit, if I'm going to be 100% honest, there is people out there who do YouTube channels who are making a big difference. God bless their souls. They're making a huge difference. And I personally don't feel that I would be able to make a bigger impact than they're doing already, because it's just they've been doing it for a long time, and you know, many different reasons. But there's an actual place or actual channel called End Times Headlines. Maybe I should have done my research first on that one, but that's besides the point. The Lord has led me, like, I live in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, and I own a business, a painting business, and I see it every day of people suffering, and I'm sure you do too in your town. And you know what? I want to make a difference. I want to make a difference, and I believe that making a difference locally is where I'll start. Now, I want to do as much as I can for these people, whether it be giving them a helping hand, being there for them, knowing them on a first name basis and helping them out wherever I can, fully encouraging them through Jesus Christ. And not just them. We're going to be going out as a family and talking to people on the street and getting them to know the times that we're living in and Jesus Christ, of what he did for them. And it's going to be a harder road. It's going to be a tougher project. But I'm going to give my all to it. Eventually giving my life to this. You know, like I said, I own a painting company. Eventually, I want to actually do this as a living. And not just that, I want to expand a little bit. I want to be able to go to church to explain to them that they can make a difference, and that we're kind of neglecting the problems that we have locally in our own towns. And I know there's lots of people who are helping out and they give to the Salvation Army, but as Christians, I believe we need to really do our best for the people who are hurt. And it's not just drug addicted people, it's single moms, or it's people who have been abused, or the people who have been left out. We are very serious about this. We seriously want to make a big impact in this town, and if things go as well as we think they might, if God willing, of course, we want to expand into other towns and see if we can get other people to build up sublets of this ministry and to be able to help people who are in need in those towns. And I know that Bible prophecy is happening so fast that there's not much time, and we don't know how much time, but we see these things happening. And, I just find it, to be very urgent for us to make this happen. So we're going to give ourselves 1 week to be able to switch a few things around on the website, which Thomas has done so well to give me the how-to videos. Reason being I haven't done too much in that is because the Lord was leading me in this direction. Never mind that, I've been very, very busy at work because it's a harder time for us being a painting company in the wintertime. So we've been really pushing to get work, and the work that we do have, I've had to really be there and work so we can pay our bills and whatnot. But God has blessed us in the last couple of weeks, and we've really had the work, and things are starting to just go back to normal now. So that being said, I'm going to have a bit more time to be able to take care of this website. And the website has to be first, because after the website's done, I'm going to have to get cards. I have these ABC cards. ABCs of Salvation. I'm sure you've heard of them before. I've made up cards and I give them out all the time. I've been doing that for the last couple of years. But I want to be able to give my website on these cards as well, or even 2 separate cards, and give them to people. And we want to do a lot. We want to go to separate churches and speak at these churches and explain to them that they can do their part. We want to ask for funding from them so we can, because we want to give every dollar to these people. and not in money form. We realize, unless they're not addicted or something like that. But we know that we can't do that because they have issues, and I've been there before, and we'll do it in other ways. But we want to make a difference, and I just want to encourage you that we're always looking at the big picture. I know I am always looking at something that's, how can I do something on a big scale? Well, I believe that I should start on a local scale and see where it ends up. And Lord willing, if I save 3 or 4 people, then wow, I've done my job and everything was worth it. The time is coming when the tribulation is going to be here. The rapture has come and gone. And, it's going to be a time of severe trouble for the people who don't know about Jesus Christ. And of course, people know about him, but the decisions have to be made. And what the Lord did for me in my life and switched me around, I know that they can do it. I know that a lot of people will switch. And I believe it's time for me to step out of my comfort zone and really push, along with my wife and along with a few of my children. And I just feel by going to do that, having a website, also opening up a YouTube channel with videos that I can post to the website. So that's all going to be the same. It's just going to be something called a little different. And talking to churches and because I know a few pastors in a few churches here where I live, and I know be able to go up there and speak to the congregation and show them what we're trying to do and encourage them in maybe just doing a little bit more in these end times. Also, there's a few churches that I know that don't preach Revelation, don't preach Bible prophecy, and I would like to change their minds. So that's also going to be something that I think I'm going to really tackle locally, is to see the churches that do not talk about Bible prophecy, talk with the pastors and explain to them where we're at, and that just inform them. Look, a lot of pastors are scared to talk about Bible prophecy. They think that it's going to scare people away, but people are begging for the truth right now. There's so many lies out there. You might lose a few, but I guarantee you probably gain like 3 times as much. People want the truth in a time of trouble like this. And pastors are really not doing themselves any justice by not talking about the truth and what's happening in Bible prophecy that we're living in right now. So that's the plan. That's where we're going to be headed, and we're going to be giving ourselves a week's time to get things rolling. And I've never really been one to be satisfied with something on a local, smaller angle. So if things go well, God willing, which I know God's leading me in this direction, there's no doubt about that, then, I also have 2 brothers who are interested in joining. And I ask for your prayers. I ask for your prayers to, prayer is so powerful, it really is. I just ask for your prayers that this ministry goes well and expands. And we're going to be the ministry, especially in this town, who's going to be pushing Bible prophecy at the forefront of it. I don't see too many other people doing it in this town. There's preachers that don't even talk about it at all, right? And I want to change that because I know where we're at. And I know that, we don't know when the rapture is, but we do know what the signs, and Jesus has told them to us. So, when they happen, we will believe. And I believe. Some real spiritual stuff's been happening in my house. I just know the Lord has been really pushing us in this direction to do something. And it's been on my heart for many years. So anyways, I thank you for your prayers. I'll keep you updated as much as I can. I really hope and pray that when the new channel comes out, that, you guys will like, share, subscribe, whatever you can do to push this ministry. And you know what? You can also be part of this ministry. Once everything gets up and running, we're going to just try to get anybody who's on there to sublet, this ministry in their own towns. We will even supply you with whatever you need, Bibles, t-shirts, booklets and stuff that have the name of the ministry and really set you up. And that's the plan. That's the plan in a whole nutshell. It's something bigger than what I'm talking about now, but Lord willing, it'll go there. I believe that it's time to wake the churches up. It's time to wake people up. It's time to wake Christians up. We can't fight against these governments because they don't listen. But we can stand together as Christians and make a big difference before it's our time to leave. And you know what? We need to take as many people as we can out there. So when things get up and running, I'm thinking by, probably by mid-spring, when everything's in order and we're going forward with everything, then I'll be definitely coming on here offering if anybody else wants to join and have their own thing going, in their own town, where all we would do on this end is give you everything you need. That's it, and then you could go around and you can do your part. And, the Bible says that, there's going to be a time that people won't worship in churches. They'll be worshiping in their hearts. And it's time to bring this world into that era where you don't have to go to a church just to worship God and just to spread the gospel. And, I don't know about your churches and where you're at, but I'll tell you, I used to go to a church, and if a homeless person or a drug addicted person walked into this church, you would have everybody turning their heads, and it'd be the talk of the town. And to me, that's disgusting. I think that everyone should be welcome, and they shouldn't have to feel like they can't go there. So, you know what? We'll bring it to them. That's all I can say about that. So, God bless you guys. I hope and pray that this ministry goes far, and I'm excited about it. It's something that I've been wanting to do without actually knowing exactly what I wanted to do, if you know what I mean. But anyways, God bless you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.